Docs Teach allows teachers and their students to have at their fingertips more than 4,000 documents, texts, photographs, drawings, and paintings, maps, and motion pictures from the National Archives around the country, including our presidential libraries. These documents give first-hand witness to defining events of our nation's history. Every day in our research rooms, people experience the thrill of making a personal connection to a historical event through original documents. And now that the excitement and sense of discovery can be expanded to a vastly greater audience through the internet.
The foundation is a private sector partner with NARA, and we try and help them do all the wonderful things they do in the best ways that we possibly can do. And one of the things that is most important that kind of defines our mission are educational related projects like Doc Teach. So it's particularly exciting to be here with you.
Pleased to be a part of the Archives efforts to bring its treasures and make them more accessible to more people in the public, especially to educators and students, and through our early support for the Learning Center. More recently, our support has been focused on teachers, and in particular through the Primarily Teaching program that invites teachers from across the country to enrich their skills by working directly with primary documents. And we've heard a lot of the very positive reactions that those teachers have had as they come to the archives, and it's very exciting for us. And now we're thrilled to sort of help that program go viral with the Docs Teach that enables anyone really to explore the records of the archives, but primarily focused on students. And we're especially pleased, as Ken mentioned, that not only does this support history and civics teaching, but also it includes math, science, and technology by including things like graphs and census data and patents and the like. And we find this very exciting as well because we're very focused on math science education because we are a company of engineers.
In a dynamic and supportive way. Docs Teach is not a replacement for some other tool or even an adaptation of an existing tool. Instead, I think it's a transformational workspace for teachers and learners. As an environment where teachers can design, support, and assess their students' learning, and as a resource where students can experience the work of history. Importantly, Docs Teach supports formative assessment, primarily through the student response system, but importantly for people like myself who are teacher educators, it can be used as a platform to introduce the idea of formative assessment to teacher educators.
I'm a lover of history, as pointed out, former high school history teacher, but I've never lost my love of history or its appreciation. I think our institutions, especially here in Washington, do an extraordinary job, and that's what makes Docs Teach so important. We need to make the curiosity about democracy virile, especially here at home, and to make sure that our children have the opportunity to get the primary documents, the primary sources, something that you could only imagine growing up as a child, to have now at your fingertips, and to have had the professionals, the archivists, the historians, the teachers, and everybody who has done that screening, and now just let children go as far as their minds and imaginations will carry them because of the capacity we're capable of providing.
Did you not sense the love for this place and everybody that works here? It's just an incredible place. I mean, getting to see the first issue of Mad Magazine, it's just hard to get better than that. Or you watch Little House on the Prairie, and then you see, you know, that wasn't an imaginary person or family. There's the land records downstairs. Or you, and there are discoveries all the time. There's so many documents, you don't really know everything that's here. And you'll have all these letters reserved. One of my favorites is on the public display. It's written from a young boy from Cuba to Franklin Roosevelt. Many of you have seen it. He said he had never seen an American $10 bill, and would the president send him one? Well, it was Fidel Castro. And so they're just treasures here. And so thank you for letting us be a part of this. This is something that has, this is not a political issue. It has across the board bipartisan support. And we thank you for what you do. Thank you.